Hey, good afternoon, everybody. How are you? This is Attorney Charles Zavala from Zavala Texas Law here in beautiful Houston, Texas. We are an immigration law firm, and we also handle criminal cases that are related to immigration or just criminal cases on their own. And we also do help a lot of small businesses in any claims they have. Today we have a video regarding Daca. Daca, I've done actually a good amount of videos on DACA because it's something that's really important that's going on right now. But long story short, DACA is a deferred action status. What that really means is that the government allows a certain group of people to remain here in the USA without kind of fear of deportation. So DACA, also known as Dreamers, deferred action status, it's always kind of the same thing. It was something that was implemented by the Obama administration, and ultimately what it was for children or young people who had come here to the USA when they were under the age of 16, they could apply for DACA status. And what that does is that allows them to go to school, allows them to work. It doesn't give them citizenship, it doesn't give them residency. That's what the whole fight is right now, or what they're trying to push in Congress. But that's what DACA did, and it existed in 2012. And then it was going great. You know, it was a great program. I have had friends that are on it. I know people that really benefit from it. But then Trump came in and he actually changed DACA up a bit. He kind of put a halt on it, put a stop on it from people being to apply, and then there were all these lawsuits going on. But when Joe Biden recently won the presidency, they kind of changed the rules again, right? So they opened up DACA. So the reason why I'm doing today's video is to address there's a backlog going on with immigration that's affecting DACA. It's affecting everything, don't get me wrong. And what I mean by backlog is this. Anytime you do paperwork with immigration, you're filling out a lot of forms, you're filling out a lot of documents, and you have to send that, and they have to process it. The problem is, due to COVID, due to winter storms, a lot of crazy stuff, they're not able to process all those applications, and because of that, it starts to grow, and that's the term backlog, right? It starts to build up. But today's video, I specifically want to talk about the backlog of DACA, because when DACA opened back up in December, it's great, you know, because there were a lot of people who are eligible for it who were not eligible because Trump had closed it. So they were scared, they were panicked. So once it opened up again, there was a flood of DACA applications. A lot of people who were eligible were applying. Our offices was handling a lot. We're still handling a lot. But what I want to read from you is I got from CBS News. So they were saying as of now, or since it reopened again, let's just say in December, January, and this is as of March 31st. So, tongue twister. So DACA reopened again in December, January. As of now, there is 50,000 applications that are backlogged, okay? And that's only measuring, this statistic came out in March 31st. So anything that was sent after March 31st to now, or to whenever you're watching this video, is not included in that 50,000 number, right? So that means it's probably growing, because we've been handling a lot of applications since March 31st. So the problem right now is that because there's this backlog of and March 31st, 50,000 applications, these people who applied for it, you know, they're not getting their work permit, they're not allowed to work, and as of now, they still don't have legal status, so they're kind of stuck in limbo, which is a really scary thing. They are trying to push something in Congress to see if there is a path for citizenship for people who have DACA. Right now, nothing's happened yet. You know, I think they proposed something that moves through the House, now it needs to go to the Senate, and then ultimately the president has to sign off on it. But it moves slow, just like any politics. So, I mean, I have a lot of clients who call me and they're like, hey man, you know, what's the deal with my application? We sent it out in December, we sent it out in January. And unfortunately, I can tell them, you're right, we did, and I'm sorry that it's taking so long, but this is how long immigration's taking. And so I kind of wanted to address that in this video, because if you have applied for DACA, or you know what, this isn't even specific to DACA. I mean, this statistic is, but if you've applied for immigration, any sort of immigration benefit recently, you're realizing that things are taking much, much, much longer than before, right? And it is a problem. So it's a problem for us as a law firm. It's a problem for the person applying, because it's not efficient. People have lives. They need to keep on moving, right? So this video was to address the DACA backlog. Do I think it's going to get better? Yes, but that's because I'm an optimist, right? I tend to think positive. But I really do think it'll get better, and it'll be great for everyone who is eligible for DACA. Another thing, that if you are eligible for DACA, it's not over. You can still apply, right? Don't ever there's a lot of misinformation out there, right? So I always tell people, listen, do your research, but Daca is not closed yet. You know, if you're eligible for it, let's go ahead and apply. So I hope this video was important for some of you guys. Ultimately, it was just to address that there's a big backlog right now with immigration for Daca and a lot of forms. So normally when you send off any application, they're going to send you back what's called an I-797C receipt. That receipt will tell you your receipt number. You can check your case status with that on the immigration website whenever you want. Don't check it every hour. Don't check it every day because they're pretty dang slow, okay? But you can do with it as you wish, all right? So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. My name is Attorney Charles Zavala. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. We're more than happy to help you. Thank you and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.